For Liam Sharratt, a night out with friends left him scarred for life. His injuries were so bad that his cheek was all but severed from the rest of his face. He'd been in the city centre bar, The Living Room, when he met his attacker. 29-year-old former air hostess Lisa Key was visibly drunk and carrying a full glass of wine when she approached Mr. Sharratt's group. They started talking, but what started out as friendly banter quickly turned ugly. Key took offence at a comment of Mr. Sharratt's and threw her wine over him. He laughed and she responded by punching him and then stabbing him twice in the face with her wine glass.
It was only when someone took my scarf off me and put it on my face that I realised, oh my God, she's glassed me in the face.
Key was arrested and eventually pleaded guilty to a charge of unlawful wounding. Yesterday, she faced the consequences of her actions. Key was extremely distressed and wept loudly throughout sentencing. The judge acknowledged that what she'd done that night was out of character, but said that the attack was nevertheless vicious and unwarranted, and said that for the rest of his life, Mr. Sharratt would have to live with the effects of what she'd done to him every time he looked in the mirror. The judge acknowledged that Key was extremely frightened as to what was going to happen to her, but said that he expected that the fear would be worse than the actuality, before sentencing her to 2.5 years in prison. Key had to be dragged wailing into custody. But as much as her choices mean her life will be very different from now on, Mr. Sharratt had no control over how his future was transformed the night of the attack.
There's the scar itself and then the psychological consequences that come from the scar. I'm now behind in my studies by a year. I used to do lots of teaching and presentations, but now I had to cut all that back because I just lost all my confidence. I'm pleased that she's gone to prison. I think it shows a great example for other people not to do this kind of thing.
Key has been ordered to serve at least half of her sentence. Georgia Calvin-Smith, Channel M News.